the post-Anthropocene, an unknown era with environmental conditions that we cannot predict. Those who survive will undoubtedly rely on their memories to reconstruct a life of the past where we can control nature. But the world does not operate on the same rhythms as before. In fact, there are no rhythms in nature. We are foolish to think that it exists. Museum, a typology that serves to archive static moments in history. These old practices of preservation, be it artifacts or memories, are tacitly assumed obsolete because they shackle us to intuitions of the past. What humanity needs is a new system, a system of fluidity and adaptability. Nature has no patterns, only infinite possibilities that we must react to. The project subverts the conventions of the museum and redefines it as a tool of resistance to guarantee humanity's survival in a time of massive uncertainty. True survival lies in embracing new possibilities as we venture into the unknown of the Mekong River, guided by the spirit of adaptability and hope for an enduring future. The Mekong Delta has a dynamic and ever-changing character due to the continuous river flow and sedimentation process. Transformation of the living environment, such as the emergence of sandbars, will prompt constant adaptation to ensure survival and buildability of habitats. The strategy of aggregation is adopted for the design. Modular units of different spatial sizes and directionality combine to form an extensive network of space. The form that emerges possesses the capability to expand in various directions, showcasing its inherent flexibility. The aggregation is anchored by the constraints of the physical site conditions of Mekong Delta. Parts are only allowed to be positioned within the water and spatial boundary, ensuring a safe distance from the perpetually shifting landbar formation. A series of design variations is generated with a high degree of site specificity, attuned to the ever-changing context. The final design is selected based on its ability to establish boundaries with the landscape, creating opportunities to leverage the natural environment to generate vital resources, a cornerstone for ensuring survival in the ever-changing landscape. The aggregated network of spaces lies on the water and operates as a productive system. It harnesses the untapped potential of the Mekong River to generate renewable energy and enhance self-sustainability for survival. A notable breakthrough was achieved in the prior successful adaptation through the utilization of osmotic power. This innovative approach capitalizes on the natural salinity gradient, enabling the generation of energy from water containment pools that are encircled by the building and landform. Fresh water in the river undergoes osmosis, flowing into the saltwater pool through a semi-permeable membrane. This results in the fixed capacity volume experiencing increased pressure, subsequently driving the turbines to generate energy, which powers the adaptation-driven community. The journey continues as we fortify our ability to adapt and evolve alongside the world we inhabit. The upper tier is constructed atop the lower production tier, giving rise to an elevated network of spaces specifically purposed for data collection, research, and fabrication. It helps to nurture the resilience needed to navigate the uncertainties and flourish amidst the forthcoming challenges. The existing set is expanded with larger-sized modules intended for the aggregation of the upper tier. A series of variations is generated. They are analyzed, guided by factors such as the porosity of aggregated form and panoramic views. The final configuration allows the formation of nodes and clusters of spaces dedicated to different purposes. The adaptive community is always on the move, gathering environmental data from across the ever-changing world. This ongoing effort equips us to confront and adapt to challenges and changes. In the midst of the continuous flow of data, they are processed into information, and this information is understood and utilized for decision-making. The dynamic and highly fluid repository fuels our ongoing pursuit of environmental knowledge, promoting understanding and adaptation in the evolving world.
Initiating report. Initial data indicates a global shrouding in dust projected for a minimum duration of 24 months. Anticipated alteration of landform in immediate vicinity due to lava and ashes. Execute form simulation alternatives for selection. Selection completed. Initiate adaptive configuration movement. Air purifier unit development is at 85%. Installation readiness is expected in 72 hours.
We are not victims of circumstance, but rather we are explorers of possibility. While the journey ahead may be uncertain, within the dynamic dance of adaptation, we unearth our strength and pathway to survival. This path lies not in exerting dominance over nature, but in wholeheartedly embracing its rhythms.